Hey, what's going on, you guys? The Keith Carnes here. Got a new video for you, obviously. This one is requested, of course, by Matthew Ryan 90, who's made the most requests, so thank you to him again. He asked me a question in a comments section of one of my videos, so I decided just to make it. He asked, what do you think is better, PS3 or Xbox 360? Now, as some of you may or may not know, in my previous videos, I have stated multiple times that I prefer PlayStation 3. I don't think I've ever gone into actual in-depth detail of why, so I'll do that now. The reason I like PlayStation 3 better is because it has free internet, so you can play online with your friends for free for no additional charge. You can use Netflix for no additional charge. You can, it has an internet browser. Those are the reasons I like it better. Now, there are a couple things I do enjoy more about Xbox. I know that I don't ever really talk about Xbox, but when I do, I will admit there are a couple things I enjoy about the system. So, before I go into that, let's look at the pros and cons of each system. Let's start out with the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 is the most popular between the two. When I talk to almost all of my friends on Facebook and all this, they're always on they're always on the Xbox. Personally, I don't understand it, but that's my personal opinion. So when it comes down to, I just got lost. When it comes down to the pros and cons, the pros of the Xbox 360 are obviously the connectivity. The connection on the Xbox seems to be more strong than the PS3 because I don't know why. I'm sure there's some of you that do know why. If you want to tell me in the comments section below, feel free to do so. That'd be cool to educate me. I don't mind that at all. But it is better on the Xbox from what I've seen. While another thing I like about Xbox 360 is party chat. Being able to talk to people across games. Like I could be playing Black Ops and a friend of mine could be playing Halo, and we can talk to each other while we're in game. That's really cool and something that I don't understand why they have still yet to bring to PS3. I really think that's something that a lot of people would want on PlayStation 3. That's something I've always seen people in forums talking about that they want most about in an update for the PS3, and Sony themselves has even announced that they have no plans to do it on PlayStation 3, so I would imagine that's something we'll have to wait to get on Sony's system when the PS4 comes out, which will probably come out next year. That's really about... Oh, yeah, okay. And I do enjoy the YouTube more on the Xbox 360. The reason being, mainly, I can plug in a keyboard and I can search. On the PS3's new app of YouTube, you can't put in a keyboard and type, and it makes it very, very annoying trying to search long detail ones, When you have to type in a lot of words, it makes it very annoying on the PS3's YouTube app. And that's really all I like better about the Xbox. That's it. There's only a couple things, and that's why I prefer PS3, because there's only a couple things that I would say I like about it. Now, as far as the PS3 goes, okay, now the cons of Xbox, before I go to PS3, the cons of Xbox are these. Paying for internet to play on an Xbox 360, in my opinion, has always been ridiculous to me. I've never understood why anybody would willingly pay for that service unless you can just simply afford it and it doesn't bother you to pay it. Okay, I guess that's your business. I personally think Microsoft should be ashamed of themselves for charging people that kind of money, especially what they're charging you. It's like $59.99 with tax. You're talking about like $64 a year just to play online. That doesn't include your monthly internet bill from your internet provider. That doesn't include costs of games. That doesn't include costs of controllers, etc., DLC, etc., etc., etc. That does not include anything else. And another thing I hate about the Xbox, and I use the word hate because I hate this feature and it really pisses me off. I can't use Facebook, Twitter. I don't use Twitter anymore, but it's one of the things that blocks you from Netflix or YouTube when I'm not a gold member. Okay, first of all, I thought YouTube was a free service. Anybody can be a member of YouTube, anybody can upload videos to YouTube, and anybody can go there and watch. So why am I having to pay to use it on Xbox? Netflix, I'm a member of Netflix, so why should I have to be a gold member on Xbox to use something I'm already paying for? Doesn't make any sense. Facebook is a free service and Twitter is a free service. I will never understand. And Crackle Crackle, who they now have on Xbox. They show you free movies. You can go on Crackle.com right now on your PS3 or your, I don't know if it'll work good on the PS3, but on your PC, and you can watch free movies. But yet on Xbox, unless you're a gold member, you can't use that. I just don't understand how that's fair. I just don't see why those companies like Netflix, Crackle, Facebook, why they would allow Xbox to block it unless you have a gold membership. My opinion, you're technically paying to use them, which is bullshit. Another thing I don't like about the another con about the Xbox would be the controller. And these are my opinions. These aren't just random cons. These are the things I don't like. I don't like the Xbox controller. It's a bizarre design. Why is there one stick up here and there's another joystick down here? I mean, that it makes it very awkward to play, and the remote is bulky. I don't like bulky controllers. It makes it hard to play. So those are the cons. I'm not going to pay online to play a game. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, the cons of the PS3 are this. The connectivity isn't the greatest, but at the same time, it's free, so if you're getting it for free, you can't really complain. You know, Sony's not charging you to play online. They're letting you do it free of charge, and they very well could make you pay, and there's nothing you could do about it. And Sony's been working with us, so I can say it's thumbs up to Sony for at least giving us an option to pay for online. Another thing I like about PS3 is obviously what I don't like about the Xbox is the controller. The PS3 controller, well, the Sony controller, I should just say the PlayStation controller has always been very fun to me. I've always really enjoyed the controller. It's always been like perfect for your hands. It was very well designed and probably the best controller I've ever used, and that includes all the Nintendo and the Sega Genesis and all that stuff. That includes them. I think the Sony controller is the best design controller ever made for the video game world. Now, another con of the PS3 is it doesn't have party chat, cross-party, to where I could play one game and another friend's playing a different game, we can talk. That is a con to a point, but it's not something, in my opinion, that's even really worth mentioning, I don't think, because it's not really that big of a deal. I don't think that should really deter you. Whether you buy a PS3 or not is over talking to somebody. You can send them a message. It's not really that big of a deal in my opinion, but maybe it is to others. The web browser on the PlayStation 3 is shit. I'm gonna say that right up. It works good on some sites, but some it just freaks out and freezes up. It locks up. I mean, it's made my system freeze countless times. So that's another thing. If you're gonna go and get a PS3, don't expect the web browser to be 100% great, because it really isn't. It really suffers from bad glitches and stuff. So no. But that's really about it. So really I prefer PlayStation 3. If I was going to recommend a system to you, it would be PS3. But you got to remember there's exclusives PlayStation doesn't get, and there's exclusives Xbox doesn't get. Xbox doesn't have the Uncharted series. Xbox doesn't have Little Big Planet games. They don't have God of War. While PS3 doesn't have Halo, Gears of War, Left 4 Dead. It just depends on what you're more into. If there's more exclusives on PS3, go with the PlayStation 3. If there's more exclusives on the Xbox, go with the Xbox. Just remember, it's going to cost more to own an Xbox. That's all I'm saying. That's going to be about it for me. I'm going to disable ratings on this video because I know there's going to be fanboys that are coming in here and are going to disagree with me no matter which side I take, and they're going to thumb down the video just because they don't agree. So thank you to Matthew Ryan for this suggestion, and I will see you guys in the next. Please comment and subscribe. Peace.